What's up, y'all? Welcome to episode 87 of the Finale Podcast. Today I'm joined by Ashford and Ife, and we're here to talk some NBA basketball. So, guys, how you been?
I'm good. Chilling.
Okay. So, icebreakers. I just want to get into that before we get into the topics of the episode. We got a couple, starting off with a little change of pace here. We got NFL. Free agency just started. So, being from Minnesota, I know you guys have been tuned into some of the Vikings offseason moves. So just want to get your thoughts with that, how it's been going, any surprises, what you're expecting, things like that. Anybody can go first.
Mine's gonna be brief because I don't know. I'm not as up to date on football as they are, but
Yeah.
I do see the Vikings. They made some defensive changes, which looks nice. Signing Sam Darnold as a QB. I know it's like a little stopgap for whoever we draft, but and I'm looking forward for the season. I do think our division is going to be interesting to see who comes out as the two seeds, but um, overall, I think it's a solid offseason. I think the worry is though, come time to pay Justin Jefferson, as far as like the QB situation, that's really solidified. I did know he like vocalized how much like he wanted Kurt, so we'll see. But I mean, what he got was it? Is it 4 year 180?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm waiting. That's once a lifetime bag, but yeah.
Do you think Minnesota should have offered him that though?
No.
No.
Especially coming off injury too, and he's aging. I better to lose. I just think just the QB position has just been so tough for us, like historically as a team.
Right.
And before him going down, have like a really good year, and even the years before, like fans would blame Kirk, like, oh, Kirk, he's not that guy. Even before Minnesota, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, just having a year where he was really polarizing, and then the injury. But now I get it, and I think the Vikings they like released like a press statement just saying like was it GM like Mensa? I know he's Ghanaian, but
Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah.
yeah,
Yeah.
just saying like they try to come to agreements. Minnesota trying to do more short term. Kirk had other plans and just went in a
Yeah.
different direction. So yeah, I would say decent offseason. Again, I don't know as far as like the defensive players how good they are, but like to see like a bunch of them getting thrown back, I'm like, damn, okay. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it.
Right.
I would say for me, this free agency has been really exciting because there's a lot of like new faces on new teams, like Russell Wilson to the Steelers, Kirk Cousins to Atlanta. I would say as a Minnesota fan, it's been kind of disappointing because a lot of the faces of our franchise, like Kirk Cousins and Danielle Hunter, have moved on, and it feels like we're going in a different route with the new regime, like getting the players they want. But my whole thing I would say with Minnesota is I just wish we would have gotten a better bridge quarterback personally because I'm quite unsure of Sam Darnold, and I know he's looked kind of rough in his short term he had in New York, but overall, I feel like it's exciting because there's a lot of new faces and a lot of the top teams like the Texans, Eagles, they've gotten better. So yeah,
Yeah. I think also too with the way the NFC North is like getting better, a lot of promising teams. The Bears especially, like they've been making moves. They're about to have Caleb Williams thrown to DJ Moore and
Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Then they got a little backfield too. And then the Lions, obviously, NFC Championship last year. They're coming back hungry. And then the Packers, of course, late season run to the second round of the playoffs. So NFC North's on the come up. So I think the Vikings realized that and had to make a move. And, I think they addressed those things accordingly. Running back was an issue. They solved that. Uh, Justin Jefferson's obviously a topic of conversation. So, you want him to be comfortable with signing that extension. And I wouldn't say Sam Darnold is the type of quarterback that's going to make you comfortable if you're Justin Jefferson, but I think the Vikings have a plan with that trade to get another first round pick that they're attempting to move into the top 5 of the NFL draft and get the quarterback of the future. So I feel like, Vikings fans, it was kind of 50-50 on how they felt about Kirk. I think there's always going to be outrage when you look at it and you go from Kirk Cousins to Sam Darnold, but I think the Vikings always had a plan that, they're going to go into the season with a quarterback that's younger. Sam Darnold is kind of like that backup that you have for insurance, kind of how he was used in San Fran last year. If anything goes wrong, I think you can trust him. But I like the Vikings plan letting Kirk Cousins walk at age 35 coming off the injury and then signing all those defensive players, addressing areas of need. But yeah, tough to see Kirk and Daniel Hunter go. But I think the Vikings have to adapt and change with the times because this team was, nearing its expiration date, in my opinion. But I'm excited to see what happens moving forward. Another icebreaker we have. So Thunder, they've been looking good. I think they're still at the number one seed in the West. So what are your thoughts on maybe a playoff run for them? Like, how far do you expect them to go in this playoffs?
I would say for me, I feel like with the OKC Thunder, it's all really depending on how far Shea can carry them because like they don't really have another superstar next to him. I guess Jalen Williams, he's a really good up and comer, but like he doesn't really have much playoff experience. So it's all really going to depend on Shea being the guy offensively and defensively to carry this team. But I think personally think they could go pretty far depending on matchups. So
Yeah, I would say, was it their ceiling? Depending on matchups, maybe Western Conference Finals. I think their floor, depending, I don't know, maybe,
like first round, I
yeah,
should say.
just depending, like,
It could be a tough matchup. Yeah.
yeah, because I think I mentioned this like last probably before, just like say if they somehow face the Lakers, um, I'm just thinking like the bigs in the West and like just think about like chat. I don't know how that's gonna work. And also too again, as much as they are a young team, I think they're like ranked top 5 in offense and defense. So like
Yeah, man, the recipe.
yeah, so they're definitely like solidified, and I feel like it's very rare as a young team to have that. So I think even though we haven't seen them in the playoffs, I feel like we can take that with a grain of salt and just like okay, like that's not something to just like blow past. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm interested to see how this team plays in the playoffs. If I'm an OKC fan or like I guess like a GM or like someone in the front office, like yes, you've exceeded expectations this season, and your core is still very young. I do think, say if they lose in the first round, depending how they lose, I wouldn't be too mad at it. Again, they have a lot of assets. They have young pieces, and they can probably still potentially get more pieces. And again, Shea is like what the vet on the well, I guess Gordon Hayward, but as far as like
Yeah, he's
yeah,
new.
yeah, but you know what I mean. As far as like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, like the one of the like the guys for the team that's like older was like
Right.
26,
He's 25, I think.
25, 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he hadn't even hit like his prime yet, and he's gonna get his bucks by any means.
Yeah.
So I look forward to seeing them play. Obviously, I mean, I hope they don't play the T-Wolves because obviously, I'm a root for the T-Wolves. But even that, I'd be lying if I say like I'm not. I'm excited to see how the Thunder play. I do want to see Shea like in that light. I like Jalen Williams a lot. I feel like he's someone who's like very underappreciated, and I think he's gonna have like a really good career. And like him and Shea don't get in the way of each other. Like I don't know. It's so interesting. Like as a young team to like one lock in defensively and just like the fluidity is like it's so nice. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And yeah, I can't wait to see. Um, yeah, I would just say the peak potentially Western Conference, but floor maybe in the first round depending on matchup.
Hmm. How do you think they stack up to, I know last year the Kings were that team that was on the come up, and then a couple of years prior was Memphis.
Mm.
How do you think they stack up to those teams going into their first playoffs? Like if you had to rank them most prepared going into the playoffs.
Mm.
I would say for me personally, I would stack them near the top because the thing with the Kings that we
Mm.
saw last year is
Mhm.
they were a really good offensive team, but defensively they were not the best. But the thing about OKC is that they're top 5 in both offense and defense, so they're well balanced, and that shows like that's a recipe that's needed come playoff time. You have to be both a good offensive and defensive team. So I feel like they're near the top for me.
Right.
Yeah, I'd agree, and also like even like just mentioning Memphis, I do see like OKC Memphis kind of like not parallel, but like similar as
Mm.
far like, I mean OKC is younger, but just like them having like a PG superstar who gets buckets by any means, Shea, and getting like in other ways too. Then I mean Memphis although it's been a down year for them, but next year gonna have Marcus Smart, Desmond Bain just came back tonight, Jaren Jackson, and also too I know they've had like a lot of like guys you ever heard of this year, but like even like GG Jacks for example, like they have like
Yeah.
guys that are gonna carry into next season. Okay, we've seen what they've been able to produce at this level this year. Well, no, for real. Like on top of Brandon Clark being out tough, but that's not being talked about. As far as like their center position was this like Santi Aldama. I
Yeah.
know they traded Steven Adams, stuff like that.
Xavier
So
Tillman traded.
yeah, so
Yeah.
they're gonna do something,
Yeah.
whether it be the draft or just like the offseason. But
Yeah.
just the parallel of like Memphis and OKC, I see them like near as far as like Memphis first time coming to playoffs. Like I see that like that similar trajectory. The Kings again just backpack off of Ife. They were a nice team, nice regular season. I do think we underestimate how good like the role players had like their best years too. And now we've kind of seen it kind of not deflate, but it's kind of come back to reality. The West has gotten better and they kind of just kind of regressed a bit.
Hmm.
Um and again, defensively, they just weren't there. You know, they took 7 to Golden State, which both teams struggled defensively. So I took Steph Curry to beat them 50, so then it was a high scoring
Yeah.
game. So you
Yeah.
know what I mean? But yeah, that's how I'll compare the two.
I think what helped Memphis, especially a couple years ago, was the year prior they were an 8 seed. I think they went through the play-in tournament to get in, and they played Utah as an 8 seed, and then they lost in 5 games. I think they won game one too.
Yeah.
But that experience really helped them for the next year or the 2 years prior. They were the 2 seeds for back-to-back years. I know last year was more disappointing, but the year after the 8 seed year, they played Minnesota and then Golden State. Obviously, John Morant got hurt. Who knows what would have happened? But I think that prepared them for that moment. And then with OKC, it's kind of like you don't know what to expect, and they don't know what to expect going into that. Uh, Shea's been in the playoffs, but like this is going to be way different for him with how much he's ascended as a player and just all their young players. I think the similarity with OKC and Memphis is how deep their rotation is. Like I'm curious like who's going to be in the rotation for OKC just considering how deep they can go, and who's going to be, those secondary options when SGA is getting the majority of the attention. Um, it's obviously going to be a tighter game, tougher whistle. A lot of the topic of conversation can be about SGA and his number of free throw attempts and just guys who go to the free throw line a lot, like Embiid, like how that fares in the playoffs. That's just things that they're going to have to go through and experience, which is why in the future, I think they're just going to be much more ready for those moments. But this year, I mean, in terms of ceiling and floor, I'd say the ceiling is probably second round for me. And then floor, first round, because I mean we've seen worse teams or better teams like Milwaukee last year losing the first round. So I think depending on matchup, you got Golden State and Lakers right there. Like they could easily, with the way they've played in the regular season against each other, Lakers can beat the Thunder. But yeah, I'm curious to see who's going to be that secondary scorer. I think most likely it can be Jalen Williams. But yeah, it's going to be a lot on him and Chet as a rookie to contribute and make things work. But like I said, they're a deep team, and it's not like they rely heavily on one player. Even though SGA is one of the most like highly used players, like high usage in the league, I think they just have a good way of like spreading the rock around and making everybody look good. Like man, Giddy, Hasten Wallace, Kenrich Williams, got Gordon Hayward now. It's
Yeah,
just
Joe.
Yeah.
Isaiah Joe. It's like,
They have good
bro, it's
shooting.
like, yeah, it's not like the most like notable players, but like they're making it work. And credit to Mark Daignault because I think he's one of the coach of the year candidates for sure, just with what he's been able to do. Um, and this is a team that's obviously got a lot of assets to, further grow this team in the future. So it's looking good right now. So yeah, first topic of the day, we have the biggest Eastern Conference threat to Boston. Boston is best team in the league by record right now. And when we talk about threats to Boston, I feel like a lot of the conversation is about who's going to meet them out of the West, not really as much in the East. From what I've been seeing, like you don't really see many teams like, teams are kind of or like I guess the consensus from social media and like the media in general is like Milwaukee's not that team to do it. Cleveland is intriguing, but who knows? New York's getting healthy. Just like it's not like a for sure thing. There's not that other team that can just make things work unless we get another run from Miami, maybe. Like, who do you think is that biggest Eastern Conference threat to the Celtics in the playoffs?
You know?
Um, for me, I would probably say Milwaukee
Okay.
because lately they've been playing really good defense with the additions they've gotten at Patrick Beverly and also hiring Doc Rivers as a coach. And I feel like if you can have Dame like be that clutch player he is come playoff time that Milwaukee's really lacked over the past couple of years. I think they could be a dangerous team because I think with them playing elite defense, a lot of the games, even versus Boston, I think a lot of those matchups would be close. It's just like they never really had a finisher this year in training for Damian Lillard. I think that makes him a huge threat.
For sure.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say Milwaukee's probably the best threat. I think Knicks with OG coming back. I mean, Julius Randle still need a timetable. I think the Knicks and Bucks will be the next ones up, but I probably have more faith in the Bucks just again, just from top talent wise, Giannis and Dame. I think Chris Middleton came back tonight too, also. So I think reacclimating Chris Middleton to the lineup. Also too with his health history. We'll see how that plays out come playoff time. But I think he's gonna be like important for them to at least not only step up defensively but hit like clutch timing shots too. And just to have another like look offensively for them also. But they have been playing well recently. My positive betting man, which I am,
You are.
I would probably lean towards Bucks, if I'm being honest. Then yeah, I'd lean Bucks, Knicks, and Cavs, probably like the same tier. Um, against the Celtics, but I don't know. Even within the Celtics, man, I don't know, man. Like I know they're probably gonna make it out the East, but something about it is just like I don't know. They played Denver twice, and Denver's looked like, I mean, Denver's looked convincing against everybody, and Denver's been turning it up. But it's just if Boston don't win it this year, I don't know what more they can do because they're gonna have to pay the guy soon. And I don't know, maybe the talks of Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, maybe one has to go kind of thing, which I don't want that to happen. But I feel like it only comes to so much to where like you build this much of a team if you don't achieve with this team, then what more can you really do? So to answer question, Bucks.
Yeah. I think the Celtics really went for it this year, with the finally making a move with Marcus Smart and upgrading. They've always had the assets, but I don't think they've made that move yet that could just like make kind of that killer move. You know what I'm saying? Like with their assets and just take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because JT and JB, they're draft picks. So getting Kristaps Porzingis, I think he's been a bonus to what they're trying to do. Just another scorer, and then Derek White, the ascension of what he's been able to do this year is kind of crazy. Just being an all-star talks, that just shows you what he's been able to bring. And then Drew Holiday's been Drew Holiday. So they have a nice team. Even the guys off the bench, I think they contribute too. For me, I would say the biggest threat would be this might be recency bias, but I just liked the Cavs and how they matched up against them. I know, I was kind of more of a Knicks guy. Again, might be recency bias, but like the Knicks, I feel like they need Julius Randle to come back and kind of get some games in before the playoffs, get that rhythm back. OG Anunoby came back, so they kind of need to find that again. But the Knicks, I mean, the Cavs just defensively and then offensively, what they're able to do. Donovan Mitchell, just flamethrower. Darius Garland's able to, hold his own weight as well. Mobley and Allen, like Allen's grown. Like I've seen when I was watching Allen against the Timberwolves, I'm like, bro, like he can hit free throws now. He's more aggressive in the post. Like he's actually not just like what he was in Brooklyn, which was like more of like a smaller frame shot blocker, not much post game. Now he's actually got a little bit of post moves. Footwork is kind of cleaner. So I like what he's doing, and I think he can cause some problems for what Boston's trying to do. So I'd say that's the biggest threat, and also like just how they would match up against Milwaukee with Giannis. I think that just wouldn't bode well if Milwaukee's not hitting shots from the perimeter. And I would say Dame would have to be playing, at his usual like levels in the playoffs for me to see Milwaukee advancing through. But um, yeah, I think the Cavs are going to be ready for this playoff run, like I kind of said last uh segment or two ago with Memphis. I think the playoff run already with Cleveland and their experience losing the play-in, and then last year against Knicks at reality check. I think they're ready for this moment now. And yeah, just I'm a fan of their team, like what they've been able to do in the offseason, bringing in Strus, Niang, and then just the maturity and growth of their guys. Like if I'm Donovan Mitchell, like I don't know why I would leave that team. They're gonna be a team that's gonna be around for a while, and they might be around longer than Boston with like you said, Boston having to make some moves soon. So yeah, I like the Cavs right now.
Would y'all say Boston's a lock
For
to go to the
No,
finals?
they're not a lock. They always got like something with me, like because they're so. I mean, I know they play defense. Don't get me wrong, but they're so like scoring minded that like sometimes it's not there. And we've seen Jason Tatum recently like having a little scoring slumps and Jalen Brown having to pick it up. So when they're not hitting like that at like an all-time level, like at some point it's just like the other team's going to take advantage of that,
Hmm.
like most teams do when heavy three-point shooting teams struggle. So I think the Cavs are the type of team that can cause some problems with their defense, back-to-back years being a top three defensive team. So I think the Cavs are a good matchup for what Boston does. So they're not a lock by any means. And, like I said last year, uh, Miami, like we didn't see them coming, obviously, but there are some teams that match up well with what Boston's trying to do.
Yeah, I would say for me, I don't really consider Boston a lock just because I feel like they don't really have that finisher that teams like the Bucks and the Cavs have, and Donovan Mitchell and Damian Lillard. Because like in fourth quarter situations, when a guy like Jason Tatum needs to show up, he honestly over his career, he's like really showed up in those moments. So I feel like in the come playoff time, when teams can really like game plan or how to match up well with this team, a lot of those matchups and games are going to be close. So if you don't have someone who can really finish in those big moments, I think that's a place where the Celtics could really struggle.
Yeah, I'd agree. Not a lot. Going back to Jason Tatum as far as like closer, like he's had some moments where like he shined. Where what was that? I think that Philly series, like Game 7, like I think it was like had like one of his worst first quarter, the first half, and just like turned it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is nice. Don't get me wrong, but it's like even within that, like the consistency of like him closing is.
Yeah.
I don't know. This as a fan, maybe it could be some bias. Like it doesn't feel like certain to where you feel comfortable. Like okay, I can count on this.
Hmm.
And also too, just their. Uh, I feel like I always harp on this, but like their diversity of shots or how they score, especially towards crunch time too, is something like worrisome, especially if things hasn't changed. Um, and also too, as far as like the coaching, I was Joe Mazzulla. I think he's a good coach, but I don't know if he's the guy to take him to that next level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like they have the talent and like he's implemented his offense, which has worked well for them. But I don't know, just something about Boston just doesn't convince me. All that being said, I do think they're gonna make out the East though.
Mhm.
I want to say it's a lot, but I don't know. But just something about Boston, just like I don't know, because they look good. They look like okay, yeah, like this is what we know. Like just the fluid. But when
That's the
it's
thing.
not, yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like what is going on? Just Tatum not hitting shots. Jalen Brown may not. Defensively, they're always gonna be locked in, but sometimes just like offensive slumps. And it's like you can't afford that come playoff time because we face say like I know we've seen like the Heat like Jimmy Butler turn it up. You know what I mean? Not saying gonna happen this year, but you can't see when it comes to playoffs against the East because everyone's trying to come at your head, especially when you know you're gonna have like the number one seed and also probably the best record in the league too.
Hmm.
So that's a big feat to hold on to. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't have Boston as a lock, but again, I'm not. I don't know. I'm a little. I don't know. Just gotta see how it plays out. But something just doesn't give me like certain that Boston's gonna like ease their way into the finals.
Yeah. I like, I don't know. I think this year, like they have a little bit better, late game offense. I like what, like I said, the role players have been able to do. You get a lot out of them, Derek White and Drew Holiday. They can do a lot for you. And that's why I like their team a little bit more this year. They just seem a little bit more mature and battle tested. But yeah, there's always that question mark with them is like Jason Tatum and just late game shot selection. Like it always just seems like they're gonna go for an ISO or just something like that. Which I don't think is a reliable way of trying to, execute late game offense. So I think those moments are gonna arise a lot in the playoffs where they're gonna have to make those plays and teams are gonna fight till the end and teams are gonna bother them a little bit. And how they deal with that is my biggest question mark because that's been the thing for them for this whole JT era. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I think Joe Mazzulla is a good coach. I think he's done well with what the situation he came in with.
For no, he's doing
Like,
a good job. I just like I don't know. I don't
but I
know.
know there's a lot of question marks around him too.
Yeah,
But
and also I like to eBay too. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously he messed up.
Ime is obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. He was a really or he's a good coach.
Ime is a good coach. He's
Yeah,
doing well with Houston.
yeah.
So I think we'll see. But yeah, I just like what the Cavs can do. They kind of give me some Miami Heat vibes in terms of what they do defensively that can bother the perimeter players. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like Isaac Okoro, guys like that that can do things. I just like what they can do. Like very good defensive team and offensively, obviously Donovan Mitchell. But yeah, they gotta come ready in the playoffs. Otherwise, this whole regular season stuff that they did last year too it's not going to mean anything. But yeah, that'd be my biggest threat. Milwaukee, I know Ife was mentioning, and we also acknowledge that they were good defensively since Doc came in. Last 5 games, guess where they rank defensive rating?
Milwaukee, probably top 5, I'd say.
Number one.
29th in the league.
Okay.
So ebbs and flows of the
Mm.
season, you know what I'm saying? So uh we'll see. But yeah, I like Cleveland for me.
One thing I worry about Cleveland is like just the offensive reliance on Donovan Mitchell. That's my only like critique. Like Donovan Mitchell having like an amazing year, don't get me wrong. I know Darius Garland.
Karis LeVert be,
True.
I think they have scores.
they got some guys.
They do. Like I know that like the guys that have the ability to.
Sam Merrill, like
Mobley when he
spread it
plays,
around.
he be scoring a lot.
True. I don't know. I just
it's not as crazy as last year, I would say.
yeah.
Reliance on Donovan Mitchell.
It's kind of better.
That'd just be my only critique. Just say like Donovan should not have a good game. Like can we see that balance of him and DG, like one of them stepping up for each other? I'm not too sure yet. But I mean this class it will show. So
Who would you guys say? Because I know they got JB Bickerstaff, who I think's done well. Who do you guys say is like the top 3 Coach of the Year candidates?
definitely okay. So how you say Mark
Dagnall,
Dagnall,
yeah.
Chris Finch from the East, and probably Joe Mazzulla, I would say.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly the 3 I was thinking
Yeah.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think, I mean, when you have the best record in the league, I mean, that's just automatic,
Yeah,
you know?
right.
And I think also, too, with the expectation of OKC and Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm sure people were kind of like 50-50 whether they're playing or like at least make it in the playoffs, but I don't think they're expecting these type of jumps, you know,
Yeah.
battling with the 1 seed, dropping between 1 and 4 and like convincingly too, you know? So I would say those 3 are the top 3.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah. There's some other guys like what's his name? Orlando Magic head coach.
Oh, Jamal Mosley?
Jamal Mosley, I'm forgetting. Yeah.
Sure.
Or he's been good. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd like to go for teams that are kind of most improved,
Yeah.
kind of like that. But Joe Mazzulla definitely has earned his flowers.
What were the Knicks? Do you remember the Knicks records last year? It's okay if not.
I feel like they're deep.
Were they
Knicks.
decent with like 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think they're
Knicks?
Right? Last year?
Yeah, they're in the 4 or 5.
Okay, never mind. I don't know.
They're 5th seed.
Mm.
You should gotta say Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau? What you about to say?
nah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say him.
Low shouts. But I think just because they looked really well. But I think also too, I think because recency bias, I think we kind of forgot like how like the beginning of the season kind of struggled and then post trade things look nice.
They've been losing a little bit lately.
True. I mean, but the guy, I mean, OG's coming back.
Yeah, they're
Um,
hurt.
Yeah, they've been beaten up. But yeah.
Next topic. Top 2 in each conference, dark horses. Teams that you would see making a playoff run, like Miami Heat of last year, like Atlanta Hawks a few years ago. You know? Top 2 most likely in each conference. You want me to run down the 1 through 10 in each?
No, you good.
Or you guys can.
You said this has to be like outside.
I mean, below the top 5, so kind of like that dark horse area. 5th seed and below.
Where is the Magic? 5th, 6th?
The Magic, I think, yeah, they're 5th now. Yeah, it's kind of right
For
there.
me, in the West, I would say personally, I think you got to put the Lakers because I don't know, just come playoff time. If they are in the playoffs, they can honestly be any team. If AD is playing well, LeBron plays well, and then the shooters around them are able to make shots. So I feel like you can never deny the GOAT.
Mhm.
And then second for me, I would say Phoenix because I don't know. I just feel like I just have a scary feeling come playoff time that KD, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, they're gonna figure it out as a team, and then they're gonna play at a really high level. Because offensively, not much teams can really match up with them. In the playoff time if they're playing at an elite level. So I would say those are my top 2 teams in the West.
Mm.
Yeah, for me in the West, yeah, I would say the Pelicans, Lakers would be my teams in the West. Pelicans, they've been sneakily good, been under the radar. Zion Wilson been having a good like 8-ish game stretch.
Yep.
The 5th seed, I think they're a few games behind the fourth seed, so they could probably rumble into that play too.
Yep.
We've seen them before in playing environment without Zion and Brandon Ingram being rising to the occasion. CJ McCollum, seasoned vet, guard. They have good depth. Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, Jose Alvarado. I did wish Dice Downs was with the team because I think defensively was just another person that was just hounding teams also. So yeah, I'd have them. The Lakers again, LeBron, AD.
Yeah,
If they have some shooters, D'Lo's
Yeah.
playing good. Even if D'Lo's not playing at the level that he is now in the regular season, Austin Reeves can kind of pick that up. Jared Vanderbilt will be coming back soon. Gabe Vincent, I don't.
he's coming back. Yeah.
Okay, had he played this season at all?
He looked the first game.
Okay, actually, I had to.
He came back real like brief.
Okay, I forgot I haven't seen like at all this season, but no, Lakers, we know what they're about. Again, LeBron, even like tonight against like the Warriors, I think he had like a 40 piece, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So we just know what that's gonna happen come playoff time. So I would say Pelicans and Lakers is my two in the West.
Yeah. For me, I would say the Kings. I think they're a battle tested team that went 7 games with the Warriors last year. I think that's gonna show up if they match up with a team like Minnesota or OKC, who's inexperienced and going to be in a new situation, home court advantage, and just the way that Sacramento can score offensively. I think that can give both Minnesota and OKC problems. If they were to match up with a team like Denver, I would say then probably first round exit. But a team that could make a run is definitely Sacramento. And then I would say the Mavericks too, just with Luka and Kyrie, what they've been able to do, and then the complementary pieces like Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. Since the trade deadline, they're just looking really good. And then overall, what other guys are able to contribute to their team, I think they're a dangerous team as they were in 2021 to potentially make that run far along in the playoffs. But yeah, it's Eastern Conference. I'm going to go with my Eastern Conference teams. Dark horse, based off this criteria, 76ers, I think if they get Embiid back, could make a run to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think. Just experienced team, Embiid, what he's able to do. It'll be interesting to see like what he's able to produce with, how he plays and coming back from injury. But I think he's got a lot of time to recover right now, and that's a bonus to them. I wish Minnesota had that with Cat, but Cat's not really going to have that much time to recover. But yeah, I think Embiid will be ready for the playoffs, and he presents a lot of problems. And being at the 7th seed, I mean, that's a tough team to play if you're a 2 seed, right? So I'd say the 76ers. Then another team, I would say this might be predictable, but it's okay. Miami Heat. I mean, come on now, like what they were able to do, it doesn't matter what seed they are. They're a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams. And with what they can do scoring wise, they'll have Tyler Hero available in this playoff run. So that's even better for them than Jimmy Butler, what he can do, and Terry Rozier, guys like Bam Adebayo, they're all playing really well right now. Duncan Robinson. This goes on and on and on with what they can do. So kind of surprised with how they're like a low seed every year, but regardless, I mean, Heat Celtics first round. I mean, who you got? That could be tough. So that's my two teams.
That'd be my two teams too. Annoyingly, not annoying, just because like I'm just gonna repeating like kind of piggybacking off what you said. What is Embiid's status? Do we know he's gonna come back this season or not? They've kind of been very.
Yeah, I think he's coming back.
Coming back. Okay. It's just a lot to wrap him
I
up.
think they said he's practicing now.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Progressing.
So if he gets I don't know, yeah, if he ramps up more, I feel like it's just a lot to put pressure on him. But again, that Philly team, like if Embiid wasn't out for this long, I mean, I think he would have been the favorite for MVP if we're being honest. I would say Philly, then Miami too. I think it's honestly concerning how offensive they look stuck still. I think they are lacking like a true like PG still, but I think they have like scoring options, but it just matter of like the offensive fluidity because there's been some games, so I'm just like, I don't even know. Like I think like the other day they played the Wizards and lost, and I was just like, geez, I just it just wasn't looking good. Jimmy wasn't looking the best. Like it is just one-off games, regular season, so take with a grain of salt. That is kind of like the Miami Heat. It's in a nutshell. But yeah, just coming a 7-game series, say Miami Heat's playing the Boston Celtics. That's just it's long for Boston, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like Boston can take it out, but just even the fact that we're saying it's long is like, come on, bro. Like Miami, that's just what they do. But I do think if I'm a Miami fan, I'm just like you gotta be tired of just being like this. Like I get we underdogs, we're hungry, but it's like, bro, why do you want to be in position like every year? Like, this is tiring. Like it's daunting on your body too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
didn't Boston go 6 games against Atlanta last year in first round?
or was it 5? I think it was 5. I know they won. I know Atlanta won one in
Let
Boston.
me let me just
I think Trae had like a game winning 3, if I'm not mistaken. But even then, even if it did go 6, it wasn't like convincingly 6.
No, I think it was convinced. I mean, I think the scoring of Trae Young and everything. I think he played. Yeah, Boston won 4-2.
Oh,
So I mean, then the next round, right, was Philly to 7 games. Right?
yeah, yeah,
Then the next round is 7 games against Miami.
yeah, because they lost at
So
home.
yeah, Boston's kind of iffy in the playoffs sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Miami, Philly, same thing.
Mm.
Okay.
I would say for me, I don't really have two teams. The only team that I have is Miami, just because like you can never really doubt Jimmy come playoff time because he always seems to rises to the occasion. And I feel like with Philly, the reason why I personally don't think Philly could be a contender or like a sneak or like an underrated contender
Yep.
is just because I feel like in the beginning of the season we really overrated their supporting cast. We've seen as Embiid gone out, a lot of those guys like Maxi and the others around him, they've really dropped their level. So I feel like they don't really have that supporting cast that they need around Embiid come playoff time to be able to contend. So
I think the pressure is going to be a lot less, of course, when Embiid comes back. That's why I think what they can do together is going to be that much greater. And Maxi will look, like an all-star. Tobias Harris, Kelly Oubre. I don't know. I like their team. They're not crazy, but they can do some things if they have the right matchup. That's just my take on them. But yeah, did I change your mind?
nah, I don't. That doesn't change my mind because
All right, that's all good. It's all good. And then last topic before we get to that trivia round, the 1 seed, Western Conference. It's changing a lot by the day. Nuggets, Thunder, Timberwolves. Both teams are winning at the moment. Um, who do you guys think is going to end up with that first seed, and what do you guys just make of that first seed race overall?
I would say honestly, it doesn't matter who really gets the first seed because
Really?
in the West, like the bottom matchups, like you could potentially put the Lakers or first round. So like
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter what seed, but I would say I think the team that gets number 1 seed for me is the Nuggets because they really started playing at a really elite level. And a lot of their guys that Jamal Murray, he's gotten healthier and they're looking like a fairly healthy team. So and I think that come help when they're all healthy, I think they're the best team in the West. So
Yeah, I would say Denver. They've been playing really good since post All-Star break. Team fully healthy, gelling. Payne Watson's been having a good first year, especially coming off that bench. I think a thing that we talked about this last offseason, as far as like could Denver do again, concerned as far as like their bench depth. I know Bruce Brown, Christian Braun had a good playoffs. Could he step up more to kind of elevate that depth? How much is gonna miss Bruce Brown? I'll probably say Denver. Um, yeah, I don't know the other teams like remaining schedule as far as like difficulty, but just based off like the strides of what the top 4 teams in the West have been, I'll say Denver for sure.
Yeah, the thing about Denver is like they can beat anyone, but like Minnesota and OKC, they're able to beat teams that they should beat, but sometimes against those better teams, they're not able to win.
Yeah.
Like I think right now, like OKC's been playing some, easier teams, but I know their schedule is going to get a little bit more tough. But yeah, Denver, I mean, they can beat anybody. They've been beating Boston, so it's just like it's a
Beat
tough team
Boston
to
twice.
play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw that they're not even going to go to the White House for their championship. So
who?
the Nuggets,
Why?
because they're focusing on playing Minnesota on March 19th.
Oh,
So they canceled that. So they're not going to go to the White House. They locked in.
Okay.
So
Yes, yes, yeah.
so I like Denver, I would
Damn, why
say.
was so late
What?
in the year to
Oh, they delayed it because they were supposed to go when they were in DC to play the Wizards, like usual,
mm,
but something came up.
mm.
But yeah,
Do they all do it in the regular season?
yeah, I thought she.
I thought they did
whenever they go to DC, yeah.
Oh,
I know.
Whenever a team goes to DC, they do it.
yeah, I know that. I thought it was like in the off season.
Yeah, whenever a team goes to DC, that's what they do.
All right, that's 3 times you said it. Now I get it. You made your point. Sorry now.
But yeah, man, Denver's starting to look like that team from last year again, and that's dangerous. Still though, I mean, playoffs, I want to see how their guys are going to be able to contribute. MPJ's been playing well. Hopefully to see that continue. Um, except against Minnesota, of course. But like I like what they're doing right now, and they're kind of making us forget about Bruce Brown. I mean, you know, The guys that they've been able to contribute off the bench now, even like Justin Holiday too. I think he's played well. So I like what they're doing. They're a deep team, and same thing with OKC, like top 10 offensively and defensively in the league right now. Yeah, everything goes through Jokic and Murray. So I like what they're doing, and just the race overall. Yeah, Minnesota, they're struggling right now. They dropped 2 games in a row to Cleveland and the Lakers, but kind of showed their resolve a little bit. A game that they probably would have lost, they were able to beat the Clippers. The Clippers lost Kawhi Leonard in that game, but like still Minnesota was able to just lock in and win that sort of game. And obviously won tonight against Utah, winning the game that they should. So I think Minnesota's going to stay in that race, and it's going to be interesting down the wire. And then OKC, once they face a little bit of tougher competition, it's going to be interesting to see how they can um, compete in those games, because there's just some games where OKC just doesn't have it. They've had games this year, notable ones obviously against Detroit, and
Yeah.
just games like that where they just don't have it. And I want to see, like, are they going to be that mature team, which, I don't know. I don't necessarily expect, which with this being like such a young team in their first playoff run, but yeah, it's going to be interesting again, like I said, to see like what they can do down the stretch here, because if they get the first seed, I mean, I don't know if you necessarily want that Ife brought up facing the Lakers. So Denver, I mean, obviously
They
they
don't
want
care.
Denver don't care. They want that. They beat the Lakers every time.
Yeah.
um, I think OKC struggles against the Lakers, and Minnesota, I believe they're 2-1, but still Lakers are just a different team right now. Second half of the season, although they lost tonight, I mean, that's against Golden State, another team that's playing well too. So it's an interesting race. I think it's going to come down to the wire. If I had to predict, though, I would say it's going to be Denver, OKC, Minnesota, 1 through 3.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
I agree.
Yeah, but Minnesota is better than them. But
So we'll see. Come
We'll,
playoff.
we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
no, let's see. It's going to be a good matchup. And then, yeah, let's finish it off with the trivia.
Mm.
All right, you want to explain it since you kind of came up with the idea?
Oh, so it's just like guess the player. So say for example,
It's from what's the podcast called now?
numbers on the board.
Yeah, numbers on the board.
Inspiration from shout out Kenny, Pierre, D-Mills, Mike. So say for example, it's Ife versus Markos. They both have a player that they're trying to guess from each other, current player.
Yep.
And I ask questions like, "Oh, they playing Eastern Conference? Are they point guard, shooting guard, small forward, stuff like that?" And the first person to get the other person's player wins. Probably do like a what? Maybe best of 3, maybe depending on how long it goes.
Yeah, we can do best of 3. We can see how it goes.
Yeah, as far as players, maybe we could think of somewhere just have like a random like player generator and just go from there.
Mhm.
But like, I would say the only rules, like, don't make it like freaking like the 12th man on the roster. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
make it to where like we know each other's like NBA level to an extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you're capable of guessing who this player is.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, just NBA guess a player.
All right. Y'all two go against each other first.
Okay, you gotta think of a player.
Me, you gotta think of a player. Me?
Yeah, because so I'm trying to guess your player, trying to guess mine.
I'm just on standby, right? I'm just sitting back
Yeah.
and watching. All right. No, if you're just thinking in your head, man.
I'm
My head?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can think of somebody. And you know how this game goes, right? Like if he asks you a question about like
these players have to be in the rotation.
yeah. And you can answer like if this guy can shoot or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got you. All right. Whenever y'all ready.
The thing is, like, now I'm trying to think of a player, and I have one. I'm like,
Can I tell you my player? And then
yeah. How about this? Yeah. We'll text you. Cause I'm gonna text you mine. I'm gonna text you mine.
Text me personally, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna show you.
All right.
When I send you my
That's good.
Marcos, let me know if I need to change mine. Because if it's too drastic, I send you a text person. Or I'll just show you actually.
Man, that's kind of crazy, man.
Okay, never mind. See, why am I? Okay.
Why are you trying to always like
No,
games?
bro.
You're always trying to like go for these crazy
Okay.
players.
Okay.
Rotational player that's like
He's rotational.
I know, but you know what I mean.
I know it. If you want to do it.
No.
No, you know.
He's gonna do you dirty. Just go.
What was the player?
It was like Bilal Koulibaly.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
But come on now.
But I actually know basketball.
Fair.
Nah, we know that, but I'm just saying like you just took like a rookie.
Okay, fair.
I'm not even.
Ife gave you a better play. Let's
Okay,
just say
okay.
that. All right. Got you.
Okay,
That's good.
that's like evil. I
Yeah.
mean, evil.
Okay,
Even.
okay.
Even. All right.
All right. Is your player in the Western Conference?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the East?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player a guard?
Tweener.
What? Yes, it's yes or no. Oh, is that fair?
I mean, he could be shooting guard, small forward.
Yeah,
Oh,
but this person can play shooting guard, but shooting guard small forward, I would say.
okay, okay.
Um, East. Is your person is your person as of today on a playoff team? So no play like 1 through 6.
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player currently on a same question?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Eastern. Mm, does your player start?
Um, Sometimes. Is that
Okay.
valid?
I don't. I don't know.
Sometimes.
I feel like I don't have an idea of who your person is, but I feel like
Not
I like for some reason.
not really. Actually, no, I would say no.
Okay. I feel like
Right?
for some reason you picked this team. I'm gonna try and okay.
Okay. Is your player on the San Antonio Spurs?
No.
Okay.
Is your plan the Cavs?
Yes.
Yes, I knew it was gonna go Cavs, bro. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Like I feel like I know this. Like I just okay.
Phones is fine, right? That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Like I looked up the stand. Like the stand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not allowed here.
Is your player on the Grizzlies?
No.
Okay.
Your person's Karis LeVert.
No.
Dang. Okay. I don't know. Why I felt like Karis LeVert. Okay.
Is your player currently in the playing tournament?
Let me.
Okay. That would be
No.
okay.
Um. Is your player Max Strus?
No.
Oh, let me look. Okay.
Is your player currently on the Blazers?
No. Um. Oh,
Okay, I know you. I think I know your player.
sometimes. Sometimes. Um. Is your player Dean Wayne?
No.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know 2. Okay.
Is your player Amen Thompson?
No. Is your player Jordan Yang?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Who started first, right?
You started first,
So
right?
like you won.
Okay.
Mhm.
Just guess. So you're on the team. That's the Rockets.
Oh, Jabari Smith.
Not Dylan Brooks.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw him. I was like, you would not do Dylan Brooks. Let's go.
No, when I first did, I was like, maybe that may be like not obvious, but like like a bait because like Dylan Brooks kind of like a anti.
All right, another player. Or is
Yeah.
it best of three?
Yeah, but shouldn't we switch it though? Or
Oh, okay.
Is that what we're doing? Oh,
We'll switch it.
okay, so
okay.
y'all 2 go.
Okay.
All right. Let me think of somebody.
Also, y'all text me privately.
I go.
Yeah.
I look. I'm gonna make yours hard, kind of, but it's not really.
Rotational player.
Uh,
Like let's say 1 through 7
Yeah.
in rotation.
Oh, 1 through 7.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like end of the rotation. That'd be crazy. A little bit.
Bro.
Kinda.
I don't know. For some reason I was like, I feel like you was gonna pick the Cavs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm excited with the Cavs. I have a really good one.
Okay. Well, make sure you text me. No, not something else. Oh,
You said 1 through 7.
yeah,
Yeah.
like 1 through 8 as far as rotational.
1 through 8. Like just somebody who's consistently in rotation.
Okay, Markos.
All
Depending
right.
on what Ife says, like if it's around that tier.
Oh, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like you would know mine, but after you might think this is too hard. But.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, he
Oh,
didn't.
that's good. I know.
That's good.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
Y'all
You ready?
go.
Yeah.
Is your player currently on the West?
No.
Okay.
Is your player currently in the East?
Yes. No, West. I'm thinking.
I was
My
like-
bad, my bad.
Okay. Okay, got you.
Okay. What was my first question?
What?
I said West, right? Is your player currently in the West?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Is your player currently in the playoffs?
No.
Okay.
Is your player a big man?
Yes. Um, is your player currently in the playing tournament?
No.
Okay.
Is your player on the Chicago Bulls?
No.
Okay.
Wait, but that makes no sense. I said it's in the West.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Is that get okay? That's fine. I guess counts.
Okay.
You said the West?
yeah.
Damn. I was thinking the East.
Because the one-
Remember, I looked.
Man, that's why I looked at him.
and
I was
said
like,
no.
what do you
Oh,
mean?
that's why it's
okay.
currently in the
Yeah,
West.
yeah.
My fault. All right.
Okay. Is your player currently on the Pistons?
Nope. Is your player locked in 1 through 6 in the EC playoffs or
No.
Western Conference playoffs?
1 through 6?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Um, is your player Bruce Brown?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Is your player outside of the playing tournament?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the Wizards?
No. Hmm. Hmm. Is your player Walker Kessler?
No.
Mm,
I'm hot. I'm hot. I know it.
Um,
Gotta be on the Jazz.
is your player on the Hornets?
No, is your player on the Jazz?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
I know. I know who it is. Is your player Grady Dick?
No. Is your player John Collins?
Nope.
What? Okay. You might be tripping me.
Oh, is your player Gary Trent?
No, is your player Larry Markkinen?
No.
All right.
Is your player starter?
Let me confirm.
I know it is.
Yes.
He's a starter?
Yes. All right.
They are?
Yeah, I
Alright.
confirmed it.
I don't even know enough of them.
Okay. Why are you doing me dirty?
Wait, is it my turn?
No, it's my turn.
Oh yeah, because there's something.
All right. Is your player
You just get
Omer
it.
Yurtseven?
No? It is?
Yeah.
Oh, is your player Ochai Abaji?
No.
What? Do I have the wrong team?
Hmm.
Well, I asked playing tournament, right? That's what I did.
I'm not sure if you did. Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, but he said they aren't.
They aren't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is your player
Bro, you know everything, just guess.
Darius Bazley?
No?
Bro, am I tweaking?
A little bit. Like you going yeah.
I know I am. I said his player
Oh.
big man.
Is your player on the Raptors?
No, no, he's not.
Oh, bro, I thought the 11th seed was in the playoffs for a second, or in the playing.
Mm.
All right, if I'm looking too deep into this, is your player Taylor Horton Tucker?
No.
Okay, then I'm like really stumped right now.
What?
Bro, I said every big man. Am I
That's the right
missing it?
team. He's on that team, right?
He's on the team.
Okay, okay.
Okay. I see where Marcos gets stumped though, because one of the questions is like kind of loose.
What?
Cause like,
Is your player? Are you talking about the big man one?
yeah, no.
Oh.
Just like the rotation aspect.
He's on the rotation. I swear he's on the. If you look, well, how much minutes would you consider rotation?
Yeah, at least 10 plus, right?
Okay,
Okay.
he averages way over 10. He's on rotation.
How many games played do you consider like?
I mean, you played majority of the season or just was injured or something, but usually in the rotation, right?
Okay, this person didn't play majority of the season, but they had like
I mean,
of
I
the
would say
of the games played, they played like
lightly. That's all I
yeah,
was saying. I mean,
yeah.
I'm giving you the clue thing. Um,
Yeah, I'm gonna get it right away then if I see it.
Yeah, I'm not like we are helping, not helping per se, but like you are closer. Whose guess is it?
is your player?
Oh,
Is your player Dorian Finney-Smith?
Yes.
oh, Marcos.
What was his player?
Yes, one last guess.
Is he not on the roster or am I tweaking?
Who? The person?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Well, I'll get you.
Ochai Baji?
What Taylor Hendricks?
Oh,
He literally played tonight.
what that?
What?
Anyways,
No,
Taylor Hendricks, he's the forward.
bro. He's been starting lately. I'm not like.
damn,
Let's
I
like-
wasn't thinking of him because I didn't think he was gonna ask him.
Also, if I didn't tweak, he's my bet, bro.
Huh?
My bet.
Oh,
I bet
okay.
under on him.
It's all good.
Right?
It's all
No,
good.
because okay,
He's on price breaks.
he played 24 games,
Yeah.
but he's 17 and a half.
Nah, that's valid.
So that's why I'm like,
Yeah, that's
the
valid.
minutes wise, yeah, off like games played, what do you know? But that's when he says read something like that's fair.
That's valid. All right.
All right.
Who's
Yeah, two, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
All right.
different player.
Wait, did you see him in the roster?
Yeah, I just was like, he doesn't know who this is.
I actually do, bro. Okay.
All right. Mm,
Hey, you trying to disrespect me, bro? That's crazy.
I was like not thinking you're gonna ask that one.
Hmm?
I wasn't thinking you're gonna ask that one. All right.
Hey, if enter criteria.
It does.
I know. Last game too, he started too. So.
Yeah. Now he got minutes. Messed up on that. All right. I got mine. Actually, let me fix it, Ife. Or let me show you, Ife.
Okay, actually, is a good one.
Is your person in the East?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your person in the East?
No.
Okay.
Person in the East. Is your person a guard?
Yep.
Okay.
Is your person a forward?
No.
Okay.
Guard. Does your person in the top four in the East?
No.
Damn it.
Is your person a point guard?
No.
Okay.
Did I ask for the position? No, I said in the East. No, guard, yes. Does this person play for the Bulls?
No.
Yeah.
Does your person is your person in the top six, the West playoffs?
No.
Okay.
Guard, East, not top four. Is your team, when I say in the lottery, let's say 13 through 15.
No.
Okay, so
Is your team a playing team? Your guy. A playing team.
yes, 7 is playing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
Huh?
No.
You just gave me a shit.
Oh, damn.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait,
I like it. All right.
Good.
Um, it's your player. This is all fair. Is your player? Not top four. Is your player on the Heat?
No.
Okay.
Is your player a big man?
Yes.
Okay.
So not top.
that fucking knows it.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I'm
Wait, no. Yes, a player
I don't
big
know.
man. What I say?
You said yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Not a lot.
And what are you trying to trick you?
Well, he admitted it. So I already know. I'm gonna guess this next time.
Is your player on the Pacers?
No. Is your player Drew Eubanks?
Yes. Well, let me try. Let me just. Raptors.
Nah.
No, just guess a player because you have to.
Okay, so not top four, not Pacers, not Bulls, not Heat. Lottery, no. Raptors, no. Hawks, Nets, or Magic. Jalen Johnson.
No. Gary Harris.
Oh, damn, I would have got that. Damn. Bro, I should have said that the seventh, bro. I think I would have.
You didn't get it because you should have said is your player like not in the playoffs or something like that.
I mean, he messed up. He gave me the
No, that's
golden
not
ticket.
fair.
You got 1 through 4.
Yeah,
Alright.
1 through 4, like that wasn't a good guess. But I also made
At
bad.
least I just like say if it was, then like, you know. So just
All right, who? Okay, so I got one.
we all got.
We all got one,
I got one.
right?
Should we just do the same thing we did?
Running back.
Yeah.
Y'all two against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I got think so.
Yeah. Should we just first of three, like point, like
Sure.
first of- okay. Because these one, I think they're going by relatively quick.
But unless like like let's say we each get 3 goals and whoever has a high score wins. But if we're both tied, then we'll just go for a sudden death.
Yeah.
Because like you'll get to 3 before I do if you win every round, right? And I'll have I'll have less goals than you, so it wouldn't be fair. I am kind of struggling with this game, so it's actually good. Ife's messed me up.
That was good, bro. I'm trying to stump you.
Yeah, that was
Wait,
good.
it's me and Ashford, right?
Yeah.
Can I show you? That's good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Markos.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? Just say if it's even.
Mm-hmm.
It's even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. You can start because I started last time.
Is your team in the West? Or-
Yes. Is your team in the West?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your person a big?
Wait, what?
Is my player in the West? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I was looking at something else.
No. Is your player big?
No.
Okay.
Is your team not in the playoffs?
Is my team? No.
Okay.
Okay. Is your player in the top 6 in the West?
No.
Okay.
Is your player in the playing tournament?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa. Wait.
Mm-mm.
No. Sorry. No.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
sorry.
I know it then.
Sorry. Is your wait? Is your player in the plane?
No. Is your player on the Sacramento Kings?
No. Your player's not in the plane. Okay. Is your player?
Not in the playoffs, not in the playing tournament. Oh.
Is your player?
This player's in the playoffs.
I've said.
What's this? I know. Yeah.
Said no, not big.
I don't think you do. PC?
Is your player on the Grizzlies?
No.
I'll look you back as well.
That's plenty of course. Has your player won a playoff series? That's a good question.
No.
Okay, so that's the OKC.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't.
That's the OKC.
Um,
That's right.
Not in the plane. Not top 6. Sorry, just does your player play in Texas?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Is your player on the Pelicans?
No. So the Jazz or the Blazers? Okay.
Minnesota, OKC.
Mhm.
Oh, actually,
Blazers, Jazz. Not a big. So okay, the Jazz. Does your player on the Jazz?
Hmm?
Does your player on the Jazz?
no.
So Blazers.
Does your player play for OKC?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Blazers. Okay. There's.
Down to the
I
west.
just gotta guess. I'm just talking out loud.
He did one of the guards.
He's not a big man. Is your player guard?
No. Right?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Okay.
Who's
the fucking? Hold on, bro.
is your player a guard?
Yes. I know he's gonna guess it. Blazers, not a big, not a guard. So like small forward. Bro, I don't remember watching Blazers ball. Hold on. I'm just talking about Anthony. There's
Anthony.
there's what's the glasses? Not a oh no, it's not a guard though. Who's the threes?
I know it's on Portland.
Because I said that played in Texas, so Houston and San Antonio knocks out. And I guess Jazz, you said no. So this is the last one. And I guess Memphis earlier too. Who's the bro? Who's hold on. Oh, bro, hold on.
Yeah.
Can you look at the rosters?
Yeah.
We did, bro. We did. Come on.
I mean, because if you look at the rosters, you already like made enough guesses.
Right.
Is your player Jimmy Grant?
No.
We said no as a hesitancy.
Is your player Casey Wallace?
No.
Hmm.
Is Shannon Sharp?
No. Is your player Isaiah Joe?
No.
There's no voice that Josh gave me.
Is it Matisse?
No.
What? Okay.
I
Is
said
it-
Casey Wallace. I said Isaiah Joe. Is your player Josh Giddey?
No.
A guard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is your player not a big, not a guard? Chris Murray?
No. Bro. I don't know how to say this dude's name. Aaron Wiggins is not a guard, right? Like,
He's a guard.
no, Aaron Wiggins is not a guard.
Yeah, he's a guard. He's a two.
Is he playing Aaron Wiggins?
No. Bro, what? Okay. Is your player?
They ain't know my voice that shit.
Mhm.
Is your player? Bro, what? Okay. Is your player? I had one or two. Hold on. How much? Let me check this. What does the player play?
Oh. This player a guard? This guy's a guard. I said everyone else.
Is your player Jabari Walker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one more guess.
Yes, man.
Good clutch.
Is your player Lou Dort?
No. Yes.
Oh,
Who's it?
SGA.
Yep. I knew it. I was like, if I make it too obvious.
I'm dumb.
He got you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got me.
Bro, I'm like Blazers forwards, bro. Like what?
Nah, but the reason why I said no, because you said it's even, that's why. But that's what got me.
It is even.
Nah.
I think it's even for him.
No, I thought it was, like, yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, actually, when you asked me that, I thought his player was somebody else.
No, that's because when I'm
Because he didn't.
No, he asked if it was is it even, and you said yeah.
like as in like
To me,
Yeah.
because I thought it was even because I looked at the player, but it was somebody else.
I know you could get him obviously.
Hang on, that's what got me because I was like, you said it was even, but
My
it's chill.
fault. But you lost. So.
I lost, yeah.
So.
It's okay.
Y'all, excuse y'all too.
All right. I'll text you my player.
I lied to you. That's what you said.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, I was like, ain't always SJ, right?
That's how I be that. That's how I had to pick the obvious. I'm like, gotta do at least one obvious. But
Mm-hmm.
no, but once you said like forwards, Blazers, I'm like, what the fuck? I was gonna guess because I said I was gonna guess Tuamani Kamara.
I was thinking him too.
Okay. No, I had to look at like the last one. I had to look at like the regular season. I just looked like his minutes. It said 2020. I'm like, okay, he qualifies, and I was like, you know,
He be hooping.
like when you said no to the
All right, it's me and you.
big slash guard, I'm like he has to go like a tweener.
I'm gonna some people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me know when y'all.
I'm like, fuck, it could be anyone as long as it fits. Okay.
Within rotation and like
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Got Markos.
All right. I know what I'm gonna do.
All right.
Is there a player on the West?
No. Is your player on a team outside of the top 10 in both conferences?
Yes.
Okay.
This is an interesting one.
Is your player not in the playoffs?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player in the East?
Yes. Is your player on the Wizards?
No. Is your player on the Pistons?
No. Is your player on the Pistons?
No. Is your player a guard?
Yes. Is your player has your player won over 20 games this season? His team won over 20 games this
No.
season. Okay.
Is your player under 23 years old?
Let me just double check. I think it's yes, but let me just double check. Under 23?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay.
Is your player Grant Williams?
No. Is your player has your player ever averaged over 20 points per game?
No. Is your player a guard?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player Emmanuel Quickly?
No. Is your player LaMelo Ball?
No. Is your player on the Brooklyn Nets?
No. Is your player Seth Curry?
No. Is your player on the Atlanta Hawks?
No. Is your player fuck, I know your player. Is your player Trey Man?
Yeah. All right.
Wait, guess his player.
Is your player is even, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So not on the Pistons, not on the Nets, not on the Hawks. So Raptors,
Yeah.
Wizards. Hold on, okay. Raptors, Wizards, Hornets. I feel like he's on the Hornets. Okay. Is your player Trey Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
you made it that I won that.
What?
You made it too obvious. You were laughing and stuff.
No.
I think he guessed it first though, to be fair.
Who? Oh, he did guess it first,
Yeah.
but I get my
Nah,
chance.
because he was laughing. Also, I ain't gonna lie, I knew it was Trey Man this one time. because you said this could be interesting. That's what got me. I was just like playing the game.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't
but
even,
that
I didn't
mean-
peep that. But anyways, hey man,
But I could go for both though.
I matched it.
True.
But no, dead ass, like y'all both texting Trey Man, like you texted Trey Man, like right after, I'm like, what the fuck?
No, when he said this could be interesting, I knew it was Train. I knew you had Train.
No, it didn't have to be exactly. It just been like,
I mean, you were on the Hornets before I was. I was just guessing some
Yeah.
teams, so like I didn't even know.
Yeah,
But I was like, okay. I feel the energy. You know what I'm saying? The energy right now is Pistons. Oh no, Hornets. So I'm like,
I guess
okay.
you didn't know, but I thought you knew because he was.
No, I really didn't know, but I don't know. I got the inclination at the end, like, okay, it's either Trey Man or somebody you just guessed on the Hornets. That's a Trey Man.
That's fair. I guess that's a top.
And low key, I knew like he was about to laugh or something. Somebody was about to laugh if I got this wrong because it was the same player.
No, but he was laughing.
But
Like
that-
crazy.
Let's say.
no,
All right,
this is crazy.
what we doing with that?
All right, so I guess I lost. It's between y'all two, right?
So I don't get a point either then. We just-
That's that breaks
Or
even.
should we just do another one?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just guess. Let me say.
Oh, okay, that. I try to message you. Yeah. That going? But yeah. All right. Wait. Oh, I was gonna look at your screen
Yeah, not even-
before.
When I say this though,
That works. It works. But I say it works.
yeah, but the only thing I say, like, if you get his and he doesn't get yours,
Mm-hmm.
because of like,
No, I feel like
all right, we'll run with it. All
we're
right,
running.
we'll see what happens after.
I mean, it's fair.
Yeah, and they have a little ankle.
I ain't going. I'm getting scared, bro. About to get hurt.
Yeah, this is like the third time. I feel like.
Low-key, the shoes maybe.
No, I don't think it's shoes. I think it's just the workload.
But it's always like tweaking it the same way, kind of. I didn't see how he tweaked it. I'm
True.
assuming his foot like went over.
Did you text it?
Yeah, Markos has, well, it's like, yeah, like 60-40. Markos, as far as like, he'll be more, yeah, 60-40.
My player is like easier.
Yeah,
Oh.
but like,
I feel like he keeps giving me harder ones because he knows I know. But
Trey,
it's okay. It's okay.
Trivia not hard.
No, I know it's okay.
All right.
but like, yeah,
You ready?
Yep.
Is your player on the Western Conference?
No. Is
Okay.
your player in a top 6 seed?
No. Is your player not in the playoffs?
No. Is your player a playing team in the East?
No.
Okay. No players in the East.
Is your player in the play-in?
No. Is your player a playing team in the East? Or a non-playing team in the East?
No.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Has your player won a playoff game? I mean, a playoff series.
No. Is your player in the top 6 playoffs in the East or top 7 playoffs in the East? Top 7.
No. That's what you've asked that, but
I didn't ask top 7. I didn't ask playing either.
okay.
So now,
Is your player on the Magic?
no. Is your player in the East?
No.
yeah, that sounds like,
Maybe switch up here.
All right. Is your player on the play? Is your player on the Pacers?
Yes. Is your player playoff team in the
In the
The
West?
West?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Is your player
Wait, what was your last guess?
is your player guard?
Yeah. What was your last guess before that?
Pacers.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Is your player outside of the top 10?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player a guard? Is your player Andrew Number?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player Keontae George?
No.
Who's your player?
John Moran.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, it was even if it was yeah. I got this. I got that out early, anyways.
I think you like. What made you assume he was in the East?
You get the
His
Yeah.
tone. His tone.
His tone.
I thought I read his tone.
Oh no, because you asked like 4 questions in the East. I'm just like, I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, his tone. I thought. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Who's next? Or me against you.
So
All right, let me take.
I think who went out of y'all two first time?
I have 2.
You have 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I beat you?
No.
Who did I beat?
I think you already won.
Who?
I have 2. I got Jabari Walker.
How much do you have? 1? You have 0.
No, I got one.
Who'd you beat? You beat me the first time.
I got Jabari Walker. Who was your first person?
No, you got me the first time. Remember with the jazz player?
Taylor Hendricks.
Also, I have 2. So basically, you're out. I feel like.
'Cause I got one. I got one.
You have
Who's your-
0,
who's your
bro.
first person?
Who'd you beat?
I beat somebody.
Who was your first person?
But
Or who-
I think it was the Dorian Finney-Smith one. Did I beat you?
no.
Or, no, the Gary Harris one. I beat you. I beat you. I beat you. Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
Who
say.
did I have? I had Jabari Walker and I had 2 though.
Who? You said Jabari, I think.
Who did we play? The first one, George Niang.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I got 2.
Yep.
Oh, I was going to say, if he wins, he won.
Then he won.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Okay,
yeah.
bet.
So it's 2, 2,
1.
1.
Yeah.
Okay. So me, Ife. Or
No, I got. I didn't.
You just
I got.
win.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we do best of 3?
Okay.
Yeah. No, we're just doing first 3.
Okay.
That.
So be you.
Damn, I only got one. Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
All right. Let me text you.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta ask better questions, Allison.
Yeah, I'm tripping up with the questions.
Hmm?
Tripping up with the questions. All right. So I'm gonna say.
You remember, that's a good player.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna text you.
I just text you. Yeah,
Yeah, we really both picked Trey, man.
that's crazy.
That sounds like good. What are the odds?
Dang. I would say, I don't want to give a clue, but yours may be a little harder than Markos, but it's whatever.
Oh, to answer?
Yeah.
Like how much harder? How would you scale it? Because I ain't out here to get free wins.
No, it actually is tough. I would say.
Nah, you about to do me dirty like last time. I want it to be even.
How did I do you dirty?
You know, the harder players.
Bro, okay, what hard plays have I done this game?
No, like last time. I'm saying I don't want you to win on that.
No, but he literally the player I sent
He said it was harder for me to answer.
this round.
Not gonna lie.
You just said.
Yo, Marcos, does this even fit into
Hmm?
I'm gonna look.
This is like game point. That's what I'm saying.
No, but I'm saying my player, like,
Like, what?
who's it harder for me and him to guess?
Actually, fine. I would say,
Don't base my knowledge on it because we got the same knowledge.
I would just say yours kind of like barely fits into the criteria.
What criteria?
Yeah, because
See, exactly. You talk about me.
I'm just looking at that.
Oh, so mine is harder to answer.
Yeah,
The one I gave him?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right? I don't know.
I mean, nah, but I'll pick it
Now
up.
we can slide. I mean, I'm trying to keep going.
I'm saying the rotation. I said the rotation.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
okay.
Just do it. Fuck it.
All right. You wanna go first? Want me to go?
All right, I'll guess first.
Mm.
Is your player in the West?
No.
Okay.
Is your player in the West?
Yes. Is your player an East playoff team?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is your player in the play-in in the West?
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player on the Bucks?
No.
Okay.
Is there a player on the Kings?
Yes.
Hmm.
Is your player 23 and under?
You gotta Google that one. I feel like it's no.
Yes.
Okay.
Is your player
You gotta guess it. Look, I gave him hella clues.
Ooh,
is your player a big?
no. All right. Is your player? What are the questions I asked? Okay, lost track.
I know you lost. I know.
Is your player in the 4 through 6 range of the East playoffs?
Yes.
4 through 6? Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Mm, is your player point guard or guard?
The guard, yeah.
Okay.
Is your player Cole Anthony?
No.
Okay.
Hmm. Is your player Davion Mitchell?
No. Is your player Miles McBride?
No. Is your player
We're just guessing players at this point.
Malik Monk?
No.
You don't even know the team.
Is your player on the Pacers?
No.
Okay.
Is your player Keon Ellis?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So Knicks Magic.
This was his player Jalen Suggs. Oh,
Oh.
fuck. All right, you ain't gonna guess him anyway.
What do you mean?
Nah, no, no,
Nah,
no.
don't do it.
Come on.
Stop.
Bullshit.
You
Markos.
won.
Nah.
First of all, you went off
What?
the team. You
I was gonna guess Knicks or Magic under 23.
You were not gonna guess Jalen
not,
Suggs.
Bro, stop.
Marcos. Nah, Marcos. Come
Bro,
on.
stop.
Marcos, no, you was not, bro. Cut
Bro.
it out.
Bro.
Wait, who asked the first question? I feel like you did though.
You did ask the first
I
question.
did.
Yeah, so you already lost anyways because you got a second, so you lost.
Yeah.
Bro, I was
So
about to
it don't matter. That's why I said it. Hmm?
I feel like we've been given, if I go back, I feel like we've been given.
No, it's always who went
Wait.
first. It's always been whoever.
So if I go back and look,
Yeah,
it's always gonna be the first person.
that's
Didn't
why I
get a second
remember when
guess.
me and I said, "Did you go first?" I asked Ashford who went first.
No, I'm asking. So if I go back and look,
You can go ahead.
Yeah, because
so the first person never got that last guess.
Hmm?
Just want to confirm.
yeah,
Otherwise, that
For
messes
the
up the whole point total.
the Trey Man one,
Mm-hmm.
I had the first guess, so you got your second guess too.
Okay.
And then me and Ashford, I asked Ashford, I said, "Who got
I
the
know, but
first
we
guess?"
we had more than.
Hmm?
We've had multiple though.
That was a rule. It told whoever's getting first guess, you lost, nigga.
No, I lost under that circumstance. I'm just making sure we went under that circumstance.
Yeah, we did.
Took
That's
the
what we
L,
did.
man. So I feel like I was about to guess under 23 guard. That's why I guessed Cole Anthony.
I know, but
But if I didn't have a guess and that's what we've been doing, then that's
We
fair.
also after you said I think you went you guessed Pacers, so like
No, because I said 4 through 6. So I was looking 4 through 6.
you said it's the Pacers.
So I said, is it Pacers? And it's not the Pacers, then it's
No,
the
but
Knicks or the
you might have got Cole Anthony. I mean Jalen Suggs, but I will
for
say
sure. But if it's invalid, then I'll
also,
go.
bro, there's help. There's also help players too.
No, the Magic. I was saying a guard. It's not Markos
Yeah.
Fultz.
yeah, but you didn't even know it was the Magic.
No, but I looked
Anthony
at the. I
Black.
said Miles McBride, so I knew it wasn't the Knicks.
Anthony Black.
Yeah, so it could have been. I could have got it wrong.
I'm sure Knicks got some young guards too.
Who?
I'm just kidding.
Exactly, bro. Come on now.
No, but it's you had the first guess.
No,
so
but if it's that, then okay, I'm accepting.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna just make sure that's what we was doing.
no, that's what we did.
All right, I'm gonna just make sure.
That's what I did.
Uh,
Oh yeah.
It's not down bad. I thought you want to win.
You lost, bro.
Hold up.
I like it. All right.
In fact, I gave you that one,
Which one?
the one that you won, the 7 seed.
You did.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, that's on you.
You got one, my nigga. You
Yeah,
lost.
exactly.
If anything, like it's a three-way tie, but you lost. So you won. GG's. Good win. You suck.
All right.
Unless
I'll take the L.
Unless you want to redeem yourself.
Hmm? Nah, I'll
Second
take
place
that.
game. I'm just kidding.
I'll take that out.
Yeah, you lost.
Congrats. You gotta get in the frame.
Oh, man, sorry.
But he probably was on the whole time.
I was.
No. So I'm
All right.
tired, man.
Congrats on the dub. That's everything. Episode 87, the Night Podcast. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Peace.